What are you working on in your life right now?
What am I working on? I'm working on finishing my college degree right now. I'm studying psychology at the U of A. I started at Pitt State in Kansas, and then I moved back here because Arkansas is gorgeous and Kansas is very flat. Kansas is pretty too, but I'm working on that. I'm working on improving my mental health, my physical health. I'm a personal trainer, so I'm constantly improving other people's physical health, but I gotta focus on mine sometimes too, happens. And then I'd say just working on maintaining a constant state of happiness is important.
And then how do you go about doing that?
I meet new people every day through my job. I get to talk to new clients every once in a while. Talking to people is part of what makes me feel happy. So I was like, talk to me. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll talk to this guy. I try to eat healthy. I buy a lot of stuff from the farmers market because it's local. Gotta support the locals. I spend time with friends and cute little puppies. Gotta do what makes you feel full.
Yeah. So what do you want out of life?
That's a really good question, and I feel like I always ask myself that. What do I want out of life?
It can be a hard question.
It is a hard question. I want to surround myself with people that make me feel joy and animals, because that's a really cute dog. So coming here definitely checks the box for animals, but I want to experience life the way that people are supposed to experience it. So face to face rather than online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I went through that phase in high school where I was I would stay up super late because I didn't want to miss out on something on Twitter, and I was looking back on it, it's well, that was silly, but I think the biggest thing that I want out of life is to be happy.
So is your psychology degree an effort to work towards those goals? Is that on the right road, you think?
I think so. When I was in high school, I did struggle with a lot of mental health stuff, and I took an AP psychology class, and I was I love this. I want to study that forever. And the more I got into personal training and exercise, I was oh crap, I picked the wrong major, and now I'm so close to being done with it, so I was I'll just write it out. I still have a great love for psychology, and ultimately it's helping me with my career, because knowing how people are motivated is super important. But I would say initially, yes, studying psychology was more for selfish reasons than not, but ultimately it has turned into something that I can use to connect with others.
Yeah, it can help you a lot, especially in really any career when you're interacting with people all the time.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What am I working towards? Just working towards being as perfect as I can be without harming anyone, and myself included.
How are you doing that?
Just taking every day to one day at a time, and being as aware as I can be, opening myself up to every possibility, everything that comes my way. I'm open to learning and experiencing, just not being afraid to take chances or risks.
Yeah. And
believing in myself first. That would be how I'm working towards. And just, being aware of how you're affecting other people too, I think is something I need to work on more.
Yeah.
And making sure everyone is being the best they can be.
Okay. So what do you want out of life?
What do I want? I want mainly to be happy.
Over there?
That's where I'm at right now. I want to be able to see as much as I can see of the world, and just ultimately be happy and work towards whatever I need to be doing, which I'm not. I'm kind of lost right now, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
Nobody ever knows the answer to everything.
Right. So, yeah.
Do you feel like you're on the right road?
I'm getting there. I felt like I was kind of led astray because of turn of events, and I allowed myself to make excuses for myself, but I'm getting back to myself, and I'm excited because things are looking up, and I just want to be free, basically, what he mentioned.
What do you feel like was leading you astray?
Just those making excuses for myself. I let discipline go and kind of had an event last year in my life with someone personal to my family, so I kind of let that be my excuse for not working towards being my best self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're doing better now?
I mean, yeah, I'm working towards being myself again.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
All you can do is try.
Right.
Well, thank you.
Just accept myself. Thank you.
I appreciate it. What are you working towards in your life right now?
Right now, I'm just working to become the best person I can be and the person that I know God wants me to be. And so I'm just striving to learn all the things that are going to help me be a better person and help the people around me be a better person.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got any examples of what that looks like?
So I'm a missionary for my church, and I took 2 years off of my life to move to Bentonville, Arkansas. And so what we do is we teach about Jesus Christ, we teach about how to find hope and happiness, and basically we do that by serving. And so all my time right now is kind of dedicated towards that.
Yeah.
And so that's just what it means to me, just to help other people be better, you know?
Yeah, that's great. So, what do you want out of your life?
I want to have a positive impact on as much people as I can, whether that's helping them find Jesus Christ in their life or just helping them be happy and have a closer relationship with their family. And so I just want to spread joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're on the right road?
I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I still have a lot to learn, but I feel like I'm getting to the right path.
Okay. What do you feel like you need to do to get there?
I feel like I just need to keep serving and keep increasing my faith through prayer, serving others, and helping. And so I think just the small and simple things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Over the years, I'm finding that it's, not so much about where you live, it's about
What
the
you do.
people and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So what are you working on in your life right now?
Well, I've been reading some books by different spiritual teachers, not organized religion, like Eckhart Tolle is one of the guys that I read.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, spirituality is big.
Yeah.
And I just want to see where I am in that picture.
Okay. Where are you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Where am I? Still searching. Feel that I have become aware of some things in my life.
Okay.
So I think I'm on the right path, but I think I'm going in the right direction.
Okay. That's good. So what do you want out of life?
Well, at this point in my life, I like peace, I think. And one of my favorite songs is Let There Be Peace on Earth. I always say that's me on a plate. It's like, can't we just all get along? Which I know we can't right now in this world. If you can't get along with your next door neighbor or your estranged son or something like that, how is there ever going to be world peace,
Yeah.
You have to get along with the people in your life. And
Yeah.
So,
what have you done to try and get along with people that you may have had trouble getting along with?
Well, I reach out and I try to put myself in their shoes, think of where they're coming from. And I guess I've always kind of tried to see both sides of the picture.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that's important and something that most people forget to do most of the time.
yeah.
Do you feel like you're on the right road?
Yes, I do. I think the reading, you can't sit and read all the time though. I mean, you have to practice and think about what you read. I haven't had a lot of success with like meditation, but I do take pauses, you know, brief pauses to think about things.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of ways to meditate.
Yeah. Or I should say not think about things.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, I mean, you can introspect and philosophize and theorize all you want, but it doesn't matter if you never put it into practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy what you're doing. I think that's
Well, thank you.
really
I'm
nice.
glad you talked to me.
Yeah.
What are you working towards in your life right now?
I think at this stage of my life, what I'm working toward is knowing that I spent my time doing things that make a difference, that fulfill me. And for me, a lot that's tied to my faith. And just knowing, like, I guess, like late 40s, that most anything I do here is going to be left here. And so I want to do something that I know is going to make a difference eternally. And
Yeah.
so I kind of just changed the directions of my life actually earlier this year, just to spend more time doing that.
Okay. Any examples
Of
what you're doing?
Yeah, it seems like, you know, I always have a lot of people that I just get the chance to listen to them and encourage them, help them to know that there's hope, that they're not alone, that there's people that can love them and they can help them believe in themselves. And I feel like a lot of times people are just missing that. And so being able to give them the chance of just knowing that there's probably more inside of them than they've even given themselves credit for, and helping them kind of dig a little deeper and find that. I like doing that for people and just letting them know there's hope beyond maybe the moment they find themselves in that can become so overwhelming that they can't see out of it. And so to help them kind of peek up out of that and just get the, you know, the drive just to take one step, that next step, and then that step will lead to another step. And so I've had an opportunity to do that a lot the last few months, and I like that.
That's great. What do you want out of your life?
I want, I guess when my life is over, that I want however many people it is that I've done something to help them do what I just said, to encourage them, that I've done something that can help for sure find God. For me, that's the most ultimate. From my kids, if I live a life where my kids have a close relationship with God, that's success to me. And if I've helped someone to feel His love and to experience Him in the ways I have, that to me is a life well lived. And if I'm blessed enough to say that's hundreds of thousands or however many, great. And if that ends up being 30 or 40, then that's 30 or 40 people that I've been able to pour into and help that maybe wouldn't have been otherwise.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're on the right road?
I definitely know I was on the right road at the beginning of the year. I think when it comes to faith, that it's something it's just like anything else. You've got to be intentional. You've got to put your time to it. And so I was just journaling last week and telling God, like, I feel like in the last month and a half, I've become more stagnant. And so just even this past week of trying to urge myself to be like, this is what I want to put my time in. And if I don't make that a priority, then I'm going to easily get sidetracked, because life does that to you, right? So I feel like even just the past few days, I'm back on the right track. of just making that my first priority. It's
Okay.
always a priority, but
Yeah.
sometimes it goes from the first to maybe the fifth or sixth. And I can tell that by the fruit of my life. I can tell it by the mom I am, the friend I am, the employee I am, the wife I am. I can tell a difference in that when I'm putting him first, maybe versus putting him third or fourth. So yeah, I think I am, but I mean, I'm excited to see where that's going to go. As I say, just in January, I really took a big direction change in my life. And so I'm excited to see where it's going to go, just living out that faith one step at a time.
Okay. What are you going to do to make sure that you stay on that track?
What am I going to do to make sure I stay on that track? Well, I guess part of it is I have to make sure that I am disciplined enough to make God a part of every day.
Mm-hmm.
And if I stay, if I do that, where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do and who I'm supposed to encounter is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know, right now I feel like I want to I don't know if I want to say write a devotional book, because I don't know that it's going to be in the form of a devotional book, but I want to do that. So I'm putting things in my life, like I reached out to a lady that does filming to talk to her next week. So I'm putting things out there that causes me to have to follow up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
just putting things like that into place to kind of hold myself accountable as well.
Yeah, that's a good strategy, I think.
Yeah, for me for sure.
Probably for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you.